Hey, other build. Actually, you know, we're actually uploading things I've built this year instead of re-uploading things from last year. I know. But, so we are doing a vampire build because it's been a little while. And I had an urge to play vampire, so I was like, I'll build a vampire house for my brand new little vampire family. I also wanted to incorporate two little details. One being, when I've been playing 7 Days to Die with friends, I noticed one little bathroom had the stairs to, I think it was to both the attic and the basement in the bathroom. Now I've only done the basement of this, but the idea is there. Though it's the last literal like staircase with nothing around it. The Sims one's more actually, you know, there's walls and a door and it, you know, looks a little less weird. And there's a house that I see on my travel route that has the back door. It's on the side of the building, but it's only a little bit away from the front door. Like they're both like facing the same way, same side of the building, not much between them, and I'm kind of always think that's kind of interesting. You can sort of see it there. See, that's the kind of idea. Only the real life one, it's like way closer, but I was like, I'm not gonna make it that weird in The Sims. I can't do it. And then the house just slowly grew from there. Little kitchen. It's not even that big. It's smaller than the living room. Kitchen at the back, the little bathroom. Stairs down to the basement. The little bit by the back door I made into a laundry room just to break all your illusions that vampires don't do laundry. But as I said to my friend who pointed this out, no, that's where the butler does their laundry, because they have a butler who has their own little area up in the attic. And the kitchen, of course, has to use the nice little old antique looking stuff, because why wouldn't you? This is The Sims, so we have potential for using these. I tried to use that sink. I had mixed feelings on the standing sink, but I was like, no, the standing sink can't go in the kitchen. It can't, I say. And throw in your coffee, because even vampires, you know, I'm sure when they wake up first thing at night, maybe some of them do need a little bit of coffee. And I threw in the ice cream and the popcorn, because if eating all the junk food and not suffering for it isn't a perk of being undead, I will be very, very sad. I have a nice little divider, because the kitchen's actually the kitchen area and then the dining room on one side. It's all one room, but I have the curtain deciders. Yes, the curtains decide your fate. The curtain dividers are set up to be all chill in there and whatnot. I fought with what table. At first I thought we didn't have a larger dining table that came with the vampires pack. And I was like, what? No, why would they do that? And then I realized I'm just blind. It's a lot of what happens here. It's just me being like, do we not have? Then finding it, because I'm blind. So the kitchen's very white and black, and then the dining room's very white and red. No, they're all good typical vampire colors. They can coexist happily, like the vampires. The curtains and no, you know what? That cupboard, because I fought so much to try to get a corner one. Because you see that little gap just between the window and the other cupboard, but does it want to let me place it? And then it finally did. Obviously this is sped up, so you don't see just how long I suffered doing that. It was fine. But I wanted to strangle it a little bit. The bathroom. Every time I do bathroom build, like when I get to the bathroom build, I'm looking at all the clutter stuff in there, and I'm like seeing all the things I could put in other rooms, and then thinking about clutter for other rooms that isn't in the bathroom, like accents, clutter stuff. But I always try to save true cluttering to the end, because you find so many things that you want to shove in every room. But yeah, the bathroom's spacious and, you know, fancy by like vintage standards, but not too much going on. You got your old-timey toilet and your sink with your mirror, and then your little counter space with your flowers and your candles and your other mirror and your fancy shower bathtub. I long for the day where we have 3 wide arches. That's all I'm saying. You're gonna witness me fight with the stairs here. It's all to line them up with this rug. I'm like, do I make them wider or smaller? Wider and smaller. Wider is the answer, because you're a vampire, you're immortal. You know, you can probably afford, the interest in your bank account is probably enough to fork out on that slightly more expensive staircase. Brand new vampire with a penny to their name. Lies. I couldn't decide between purple and red in the living room. I think I ended up making it all red. I can't remember if I think I kept the purple seat. I don't know, because I know the 2 bedrooms upstairs, the like mom, parent, master bedroom is red themed, and the like kids room is purple themed. And I can't remember if I kept the living room with a little bit of both. Predominantly red, but with a little bit of purple, or if I made it totally red. We'll find out. Stay tuned. Get your popcorn. And I figured there may be vampires. We may be going with a slightly old-fashioned vampire house, but they can have a TV. Vampires watch the news. At least for the forecast, I'm sure. That would be helpful for them. So it's at one end is like, okay, I see, I've went with the red. So one end is just, you know, watch TV and chill, and the other end's like the little read by the fireplace side of the room. So it's, you know, a cozy atmosphere for vampires of all hobbies, of all relaxing choices. I'm also excited to get to the outside because I've done it like there's a little bit of the garden area with, okay, there's the laundry, the washing line, there's plants. I put in the stuff from Season of the Bees and the little flower arrangement thing, and then there's a bit closer to the front is the sort of kids play area with a bunch of kids stuff. Because the family I'm moving in have I think they're both toddlers at the moment, but they'll be kids eventually. That's how it works. Even with vampires. And I made sure to actually use the paintings from vampires for once, so they have some nice vampire paintings. You know, the big painting of Vlad to watch over the stairs with the nice fancy grandfather clock. Just seemed fitting to me. Okay, that's an ensuite. That's the main bedroom and ensuite. Again, it's like fancy vampire, but like on a budget. It's not a mansion, but it's an old-fashioned, decently sized home. Greyview vampires. With plenty of room in the lot for expansion. And you could definitely convert more of the attic once we get there. You'll see. You'll see. You'll all see. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Part of me is debating adding another bathroom up there, but you know, it's fine. The kids can come downstairs and use the main bathroom. They can turn into bats and do that. It's fine. Never mind the fact that it'll be a while before they can actually do that. But that's totally besides the point. My monitors just tried to go to sleep in the middle of recording that. That was fun. It's like, monitors, please, you've not been inactive that long. So, obviously, there's only so much vampire-looking kid stuff. I know what you're thinking. You just said you were moving toddlers in here. Those are not toddler beds. There's not. I wasn't happy with anything fitting the scheme, so I was like, screw it. Building for the design, add in the toddler beds when I actually go to play. So you have your, as I said, purple themed. You have a little desk for them to do their homework. You have the little, not so vampire-y, little, what are they called? I can't remember what they call that little dresser, little colorful pull-out drawer thingies. Got all your toys. You, of course, have your giant bat teddy. See what I mean about I see clutter objects and I go, I could put this here, 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 and here. I really do it. Victorian house to be all like, why not? Why not? And the science thing can go outside because obviously that's a hazard and shouldn't be in a bedroom and has nothing to do with space whatsoever. This is the butler's room up in the attic. So at first it was just going to be a simple bedroom, and then my friend actually suggested or pointed out like you could give them a whole suite, and I was like, why not? Why not give them a small suite? Like they could live in their own little area and hopefully not get harassed by the cat of the family too much. They'll be fine. So I thought the little case, the little suitcasey, briefcasey thingamabob, and some books on top look great because it's like the butlers moved in. They slightly still living in their case, but they just have a bunch of stuff. And I finally got to the garden stuff. I debated putting that fountain in. I think, did I keep it? I'm not sure. Today's lesson, Shrimpchu doesn't have a good memory. But yeah, like I said, a little garden area where, you know, they can enjoy their gardening skills, do their floral arrangements, tend to the bees, and then just sit on their nice stone bench, watch the laundry dry, and watch the kids do their thing. So you got your toddler slide, your toddler the little pool, the swings. I'm so happy for swings. And the climbing frame, like the kids are sat. There's activities inside, there's activities outside. Sun or no sun, they're gonna have fun. This is it. This is the point where the butler gets their little ensuite, and then I'll build them a little kitchen living area. Nothing too fancy. It's just a smaller version, really, of the other bathroom, but in less space, less fancier mirror, and a slightly different color scheme. And the same lights as always. And then the kitchen's much the same, but a little bit more white than black. That's about it. And the island counters, which I then decided against because it's like, no, a table and chair sounds much better. So they have their one little chair with their one little table and then the little TV set up. So the butler will be perfectly entertained. Butler can live up there just fine. They have everything they need. You know, assuming they aren't constantly passed out from being fed on. The fun part, the vampire wallpapers. I love them all, but some of them just look like overkill on things, and it's like, what goes with what? But, you know, they work. They kind of work. I like the reds and purples in them, but, like, I didn't want to go overboard in, especially the living room, because there's already all that red furniture. The bedrooms I went, they're getting the red. They're sticking with their red and purple themes. And as you can tell, the butler's theme's just sort of mostly white and gold, with a sprinkle of black. I have the same problem with vampire floors. Love them all, but half of them look a bit much with everything. But eventually they work. But you can't go wrong with a good wooden floor. And of course, you know your coffin in the basement. With plenty of basement expenditure potential if your vampires want to just capture a living snack. I mean, what? They never do that, right? Your vampires are good vampires. Only the butler pays the price. Willingly, I'm sure. The butler's best friends, right? Smiles. Rugs. I know, every video I complain about rugs. This isn't a complaint, but I was like, I want more purple. Please. There's not too much going on in the entranceway. It's just the coat rack. Not even shoe racks, just the coat rack and the little theme above that came with the laundry pack, and I hope I remembered the umbrella stand. I think I did. I tried to put gargoyles on the roof. I do take them off the pedestal, it's okay. But it works out sort of alright for, I don't think I've ever tried to do that before. Especially since I made some interesting choices with the roof at first, and then I sorted it out. And you have your nice fairy statue there to make you absolutely not suspicious at all. This house is totally normal and won't demand anything from you. Like your blood. Also, like, bring on a fairies pack. I want more supernaturals. And now vampires have set the standard for a little pack for each of them. It would be lovely. Oh, this gargoyle. He was a pain to, like, get there. He either wouldn't be too high, too low, slightly off-center, but he got there. He will stay there until he is needed. And it's a slightly spooky looking, not super small, but not super big, little vampire house. I hope you enjoyed watching it. And it's up on the gallery under the name Gargoyle Keep. And thanks for watching.